Hi guys, this is Coach Idol from Z Math Academy, and today I would like to do a recap on the module Simplifying Algebraic Fractions. Okay, but before I go through some examples, I would like to do a short recap on a very important topic that you must master before we do algebraic fractions, which is factorization. Okay, as we already learned during the bootcamp and in school, there are 4 forms of factorization. We can see all the different forms of factorization here, and I would like you to remember the numbers as well. So as I go along, please remember why I number them in this way. Okay, so let's look at the first one. The basic factorization is the simplest one that we've learned, and the first form of factorization that we have learned, which is in secondary one. Meaning, when you see these terms or when you see this expression, you know there's only one way of factorization, which is just take out the common factors. Okay, so this is number 1, basic factorization. Second type is special products, and this is called number 2, which is this given the number 2 because when you see two terms, okay, when you see two terms, you will need to remember your special products. And also the feature is this: when you see special numbers 4, 1, 9 and 25, and as well as squares here, all right, you must be remembered of your special products because they can be factorized in the form of a square minus b square. Okay, so a square minus b square is equals to a plus b and a minus b. So I hope you can still recall how to factorize these two kinds of expression. Okay, number 3 is for cross factorization, meaning if you see 3 terms 1, 2 and 3, you must straight away remember or recall your cross factorization. Okay, and also what's the features that I mentioned to recognize a quadratic expression, which is you see a square term here, one without a square, and then a number. So whenever you see this kind of expression, with these kind of features, you must straight away recall your cross factorization. Or some other schools will use the window method, the frame method, and so on. So whatever the case is, when you see 3 terms, please recall your cross factorization. Alright, and the last one is factorization by grouping. The features of grouping factorization is you have 4 terms. So this is given the number 4 here. So there's very rare that you will see squares inside this grouping factorization, but it's not impossible, right? And the second thing is you will see there are different kinds of factors that is available in this between these 4 terms. So between the first 2 terms, I can see that a and this a are common factors, and the second and the third and the fourth term, the b and these 2 b's are common factors, as well as 2 and 6. They have a common factor. So this will form the features for factorization by grouping. So the individual methods on how to factorize, I'm not going to go through in this tutorial, but I hope you have already mastered all 4 forms of factorization here. Alright, so this is just a short recap on the different kinds of factorization. After this video, I'll be doing some examples on simplifying algebraic fractions. So just stay tuned and stand by your papers and to copy down the questions. Alright, I see you next.